South Africa has had many benefits from this BRICS alliance. We found that more South African products have been exported to other countries, namely South African wine, which is growing in popularity, and rooibos tea. We've also had more educational exchange programs, with South African scholars being able to travel abroad to learn more and bring that insight into the country.
I believe that there's been new products introduced into the South African market, and also there's been stronger relationships between the member states.
South Africa has so much potential, but I think we also need to develop a lot more and create a lot more opportunities for employment. And I think that the other developing countries in the BRICS grouping have often been quite successful at that, kind of creating employment. So I think that we have a lot to learn, and also in terms of developing technology, which is where the future is.
We will have access to more countries out there which we can partner with and trade with.
Since it was established in the year 2009, BRICS has had sustainable benefits to all the nations involved. This was a natural invitation for more countries to also want to be a part of this alliance.
I believe the reason for many countries applying to join BRICS is because it will lead to stronger growth between the countries due to higher economic trade.
The China-South Africa collaboration has had many mutual benefits. For instance, in the business sector, where we find more South African companies being able to export their products and Chinese companies being invited to more exhibitions within South Africa. We also see that there are more scholars from China entering the country to learn from South African institutions.
There's been introduction of new products and services by Chinese entrepreneurs that drives down the prices and introduces a bit of competition in the market, benefiting the customer.
The cooperation between China and South Africa in my field, which is education, is mainly through Confucius Institutes, which I think has been very beneficial to spreading Chinese language knowledge in South Africa. And I think also creating opportunities for South Africans to be able to go to China and to have, I suppose, scholarship opportunities and to see how cities work there. And I think it would be really good to have more opportunities for the countries and people in those countries to be able to learn from each other.
The collaboration with the Chinese government, it is a good thing for South Africa. We can learn a lot from China, especially here in South Africa and in Africa. And we are seeing in automotive industry, in robotics, the new development in medicine as well as food packaging.
I expect to see more cross-cultural education. In this way, more nations will benefit from this alliance. I'd also like to see more youth development projects so that the youth of each country involved in this alliance can have more of a social connection, building sustainable relationships.
I think that this will create a stronger economy for the member countries due to higher trade between them, and I think that there will be higher increased tourism between the countries.
I think that the expectations is that we can learn better ways of engaging with technology and certainly better ways of city planning and building for, I guess, for sort of big populations and to uplift people out of poverty through education.